Where's here? I know he knows everything about me. I'll be quiet. Fresh. Hey. Wait. Anything good takes time. No drugs. I'm sending you the information now. Can I have that? Oh no, what you put in your hand. Look, wait. Look. Look. Look, watch. He's right. He's been telling me. You're right about that. What else? Of course.
This is about power.
Well.
This is about freedom. This is about love. This is about things that Jango Edwards gave to us. One of the lessons I learned from Jango is that you don't have to do nothing to get all that. I did nothing now. I just gave myself the freedom to do nothing, and I got all your attention. And you can believe me, it's hard to stand here, to stand that, to have the courage to do nothing for so much time.
In front of me.
And I got in front of Jango, and I got all your attention. Maybe I should do that in the next Gemeinderat. I'm sure I get the Ordnungsruf, a call for discipline. Clowns are not funny, Jango says. People are funny. It's funny to see your reactions. And so we can have great fun together. And it's the clown's work to make fun, to have fun, to make people enjoy themselves. Stanley Ted Edwards.
Why did you have to tell these people? I have been Stanley Edwards for 40 years.
One of the biggest clowns, contemporary, maybe one of the biggest clowns. Shut up, Jango.
Jango! He said Jango! I heard that.
Fund of the Friends Roadshow, the International Festival of Fools, the Nouveau Clown movement, revolutionary of the traditional art of clowning, who fills stadiums with his shows, and who has also a strong link to Vienna, where he acted in the Cabaret Niedermeyer, the Kulisse, the Szene Wien, the Simple, the Circus Roncalli, and many others. Businessman, busker, comedian, actor, known as a crazy beer drinker in the television show Tohu Wabohu.
Have a cold one.
Singer, composer, writer, director of fantastic clowns like Tanya Zimmer. Donor of his huge art archive to the new Circus and Clown Museum in the 2nd District. Teacher of so many clowns. Jango Edwards will now receive the Decoration of Honor of the City of Vienna. Now you're really fucked up.
Now I know why I'm here.
Now you are really in the shit, Jango.
Let me give you an answer, okay?
And it's my fault that we are in this shit. So I have to defend this decision. Being in the shit, Jango, is all what clowning is about. Because when you are in the shit, you have nothing to lose. And when we have nothing to lose, we are free. And when we are free, we are dangerous. We are dangerous for the system, for the powerful, for those who work with the fear of people and in order to oppress them. And I want to be dangerous. That's why I became a clown, and that's why I became a politician. Stadtrat Meiler knows what I'm talking about.
Exactly, but those are real clowns, not like George Bush.
Good clowning and good politics have something in common. It should help people to feel themselves free, to change the world, to cooperate instead of competing against each other, to fight against fear. The reason why clowns are so dangerous is that they have a problem with obedience. Not because they want to impose themselves against authorities. They are simply too stupid to obey. And, which is more important, they don't have the slightest problem with being stupid.
We get paid for that.
Yeah.
More stupid I am, the more money I make. Thank you. I guess I wasn't so stupid.
And that is what makes us dangerous. That is why the jester was the only one that criticized the king. I just want to cite one example. Many of you know the movie The Great Dictator by Charlie Chaplin. The biggest clown in history. Imagine if this movie had been shown in every single theater in the Third Reich. Can you imagine that Hitler could have stayed in power next day? I cannot. As Federico Fellini said, the clown is a child in power. The clown represents, in the most effective, moving and unique way, a creature that finds itself in a huge and unknown world. People who love lose their fear in this very moment of loving. Loving is a biological process of relaxing our body. And this is where your mind can enter without borders, where you can be open to think very easy things like, what is the essence of life? The essence of life is love, is solidarity, is being happy about giving love and solidarity to others, is to know that we are all equal, no matter where we come from and what others told us who we are and who we should be. That's what Jango lived in his whole life, to give, to love, to make us think about the essence of life, to make us understand ourselves, to have fun, to respect ourselves and others and to disrespect the rules and expectations that are made to make us small and unhappy. The nouveau clowns, like Jango Edwards, Peter Schaap, Leo Bassi, like Gadi Hutter, Nora Ray, and Laura Hertz, who will perform this week at
Johnny
the fantastic John Melville, and many others. But these women, like Gadi Hutter, Nora Ray, and Laura Hertz, who will perform this week at the fantastic Clowning Festival, which has become the biggest and best festival worldwide for female clowns here in Vienna. They are not clowns for children's birthday parties. In the opposite, they help us adults who learned to be serious, to fight for being accepted by the brutal world we are surrounded. They help us to recover our inner child, the freedom we had when we were children. Friedrich Nietzsche said, "The maturity of man consists in recovering the seriousness with which he played when he was a child." And Friedrich Schiller adds, "The human being only plays when he is a human being in the fullest sense of the word. And he's only a human being when he plays. The clown is the one that falls, that fails, that loses. And that is the fundamental essence of this art. Because it helps us to understand the essence of life. Just look. We lose during all our life. We lose our parents if everything goes well. If things go wrong, we die before them. We lose friends, partners, loved ones, memory, health, vision. People lose their hair.
Their phones.
Can I answer it?
Hello? No, this is not Laura, this is Jango. What are you calling me for? I'm in there, I'm the Red House. Get an award. And Claus is talking. Please, call me later. Bye. Oh, please, don't interrupt him. This was
We lose friends, partners, loved ones, memory, health, vision. People lose their hair, teeth, tension in the butt, and in other important parts of the body.
You better run. You better run.
And I have bad news for you. In the end, we will all lose our lives. Jango says,
Go ahead.
Jango says, there's only one moment of life. It's the moment of birth. After birth, you start dying. And that's where I understood why the greatest clowns in the world are always the old ones. Because the old ones have already lost much of what there is to lose. And the elderly have lost one thing that every actor and every clown needs to lose: their vanity. Look at Charlie Chaplin. He was a poor vagabond, a loser, that falls unfortunately in love in the middle of the film, victim of countless injustices. And he always ends up alone and lonely. And guys, I have a bad news for you. No, I tell you! Each of us will end up alone. Loneliness is the fundamental constitution of human life. And that's where I understood why the clown is being loved all around the world. Because he's the incarnation of our only hope. He's a loser, he fails, he falls, but he always gets up and starts all over again and again, even after the biggest losses. And it's funny what that thing with losing has to do with love. The Brazilian writer Nelson Rodrigues wrote the following sentence: "Nobody loves truly if he does not think about death." Nobody loves truly if he does not think about death. Wanna see? Think for a few seconds of someone whom you really love. A few seconds. And then imagine that he or she tomorrow morning is no longer there. That you will never have again breakfast with him or her. Do you notice how your love for this person changes in the very moment? Let's have some music to get in the mood a bit.
No?
No.
I love this music.
This is from Charlie Chaplin. Everybody wants to be loved. Everybody wants to be accepted. I love you is the phrase we most like to hear. From our father, our mother, our children, friends, partners. And if it was connected to a raise of our salary, we would even accept it by our bosses. The problem is that most of the people spend their life putting on masks over masks in order to be accepted. And to pretend that they have no need to hear it. I love you. People tend to say, it's not so important for me. Clowns do not need that. Clowns are here just to laugh and to be loved. Do you love Jango? Yeah! Fuck you! I mean, do you really love this old guy with white long hair, with wrong teeth, with that belly, with that strange behavior?
Yeah!
Thank you. One person. I love you
I learned a very important phrase from Jango. I'll never be as good as you if I want to be like you. And you will never be as good as me if you want to be like me. Be who you are, which means know who you are. Live your dreams and accept being ridiculous. Accept your mistakes, your weakness. Accept your belly, your stupidity, your desires, but never stop to ask your neighbor.
Excuse me. Accept it.
Okay. Never stop to ask your neighbor, do you love me? Even like that? And therein lies the secret of this art.
I love you, man.
I love you too, Jango.
You make my life worthwhile. When I see this, my whole career, my 42 years, is worth this moment. The word, forget everything else. To hear you do what you're doing now, I'm honored. That's an honor. That's an honor. If every one of you people, there's only one job you have to do, and I saw my job just now. If everybody in their life do one thing, help one person. That's all. That's the only job you have to do. Help one. If everybody in the world helped one person, this world would be completely different. After you help one, your job's over. Man, I don't have to work anymore. He's great. What he's saying is true. I'm going to lay down for a second.
So sit down then.
Go on.
I love you too.
I got a dinner date.
Clowns put their dignity at risk. The rules of how society told us to behave. The dignity the system has provided for us in order not to rebel against the system. And by that, they achieve another form of dignity. The dignity of being nothing else than to be ourselves. I thank you, Jango, for this dignity. I thank you for giving this dignity to all you had the luck and the honor to see you. I love you, Jango.
I love you too, man. That flower tastes terrible. Salt?
So, now after this more philosophical remarks, here's the official part.
Do I sit down or stand up?
No, you have to stand up, please.
I'm going to be shorter because I like that. I would like to. Hands are falling down. Wait a minute.
Wait a minute. Here's the official document. Can you read it?
Yes. I just don't get you that question, guys. That's all he has. Wait, I need my glasses. See, now my age. Wait, where's my left? It says, Dein Wiener Landesspiegel hat mit dein Bestellung vom 1 September 2011. Herren, hey, I like Herren. Jango Edwards. In Verdedigingsgegenlager. Große Liebleiser das.
No, leave. Just lie.
Lie. Okay. Golden verstanden voerder this under the thing.
No.
Lie.
No. Leave. Mine is afterwards.
I want to cry. And it says down here. It says right down here. Let's get your phone number, huh? I'm not going to say his phone.
I won't count. That isn't long enough.
That's right. No. We'll play this way because.
Oh, okay. So, this is the. Well, I have to read it. I forgot what it is. This is the Goldene Verdienstzeichen des Landes Wien. final test.
Oh no.
I'm going to ask you, you want a big one or the small one?
Tonight or tomorrow? I want a big one here and I get a small one here.
Okay. Well, we go for the small one later on.